who hurt you. I wonder who made you so mad. Tell me, where did you learn to be so negative? You're such a drag. 'Cause every time you talk it sound like blah 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 blah.
Alina, good morning. How are you? And congratulations on an absolute banger of a speech, I think is the best way to call it. A true heater with a fashion statement to boot.
Yeah, my jacket was special. I got that as a gift actually from somebody at the RNC. And
Look at this.
yeah, there it was.
Look at you. Look at this. Best walk-on song of the night. I'm sorry, Alina. I have to say it.
I picked it and I said, I like hip hop, so we're gonna have to find something that works for me. And they were laughing, but yeah, I draped my jacket right there. That was it.
What an egg! That's just so good, Alina.
That's for you, Hillary. That's for you. Because they make you feel like you're part of some fascist, horrible thing when all you're doing is loving America. And
yes.
That energy, as you can see, I was I think I was the second speaker of the night, and I was just so honored to be asked to speak and to be there. I mean, I grew up waiting in line to go to Madison Square Garden for concerts, and to then be on the stage as a first generation American is truly the American dream right there. I couldn't even tell you. I was emotional. My family was there and I was just honored. It was something, the energy and the electricity is something only you could get at a Trump rally. It was really special and it was all positive and exciting. And it was
this audience loves you, Alina. This audience loves you so much. Seriously, you have massive fans in this audience. And I got to tell you, 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
There are some speakers who grab the energy and bring it unto themselves and reflect it back to the audience, which the audience always loves. And you did that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I saw you dancing too. I pointed at you. You were dancing. I saw you get excited with this music. You know what? I love it. There is nothing. I started as the president's lawyer, as everybody knows, and I talked about it last night. But to be able to find a voice in this very important campaign with just a few days left. Oh, there we are. Just a few days left to win back our country is really an honor. And I don't take it lightly. And I try and bring 110% every time I get to take the stage with the president. It's really an honor.
I've never called for media outlets to be banned. I think it's antithetical to my nature and it's antithetical to what we preach on this program. But having seen the slanderous, violence inciting rage bait from MSNBC, calling this a Nazi rally. You're Jewish.
I'm married to a Jewish man. I'm Catholic.
You're Catholic. You're married to a Jewish man.
I'm Arab. I'm Catholic. I'm married to a Jew. I go to temple.
Arab Catholic, married to a Jewish man. Okay, got it. That doesn't sound like a primo speaker at a Nazi rally.
No, it's funny. My husband.
Arab Catholic married to a Jewish man. Okay, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, post Passover. So I literally said, my husband had a sentence in my speech that I ended up taking out, but he wanted me to open it and say, this is not a Hitler rally. And the only time, where were you guys when you were screaming about Hitler and fascism on October 7th, when there were thousands of people being slaughtered? Where were you? You were silent. And personally, for our family, to be from the Middle East, to have Israeli roots with my husband, to have all of that, to use words like that, and then say that we are the ones with the rhetoric is really something. I mean, the hypocrisy is beyond anything. And you know what? The media should be held accountable for using crazy words like that. That Time magazine, Marxism, Hitler, that commentary is incredibly damaging and troubling, frankly.
It seems like the final last demonic scream of a losing movement. The final play, this big October surprise we've been hearing is calling Trump Hitler. Really? Easily debunked Atlantic articles about Donald Trump that have been disavowed on this program and many others by the people who were in the room. And then saying that because a rally was at Madison Square Garden, by the way, it's not the same Madison Square Garden as in 1939, and also FDR, Lyndon Baines Johnson, JFK, the Democratic Convention was at Madison Square Garden.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
yourself, the person saying that we are, which is exactly, by the way, when I wrapped my jacket and I said, this is for you, Hill. I said,
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of them using the word MAGA like it's a curse word, like it's a cult. We're not a cult. Oh, you know what? Maybe we are. Maybe the cult is patriotism, because we love America and we're afraid of losing our country, which is what the Democratic Party have done. And so if I'm going to be part of a team, that's what I would call it. The team is America. Okay. And President Trump happens to be the best candidate to get back to America. And that's the team I'm on. It's not demonic. They're demonic. And the behavior of them inside, and I mentioned it last night, that's demonic behavior. And we need to get them the hell out of the White House.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it does feel like an occupied country right now by dark and evil forces. And last night felt spiritual. And I don't mean to go there, right? We don't often talk about faith on this program. I don't ply people's faith. Maybe we should do more of it, but we focus generally on politics. But it's hard. It was hard. It was impossible, actually. I got teary-eyed multiple times last night. It was hard to not absorb the spiritual energy in the room of people from many, many different faith backgrounds. I mean, there were Orthodox Jews that were praying during the event. There was a Hindu speaker. There were speakers, I think, of all faith backgrounds. But there's this predominant spiritual energy, I think, best summed up by Tony Hinchcliffe saying God voted 3 months ago for who he wanted for president.
Yeah.
And I think that this movement has become something different, Alina. Have you felt like the vibe shift?
Yeah.
As you've been out on the road?
Yeah, I've been on this journey with him for, the past 3.5 years or whatever it's been. I don't know, since the fall of whatever year. I've been with him in so many different dimensions, and the love that we're getting at this moment, which is very different than in the trials, very different. And we had a ton of support then too. But this has been truly moving. I mean, you don't mind losing sleep or not sleeping at all. In fact, I have to hop off of this show to go to Georgia right now. But I have to tell you, Benny, you hit the nail on the head, and the energy there in such a big place to feel so much love, but to really feel it. It didn't feel like a big venue. It felt like home. And everybody just supported each other. There was love, there was encouragement, and nobody got tired. And we were there for a long time. That's because of that man right there and his beautiful wife. So I'm very honored, and thank you for having me.
We love you. We love you, Alina. And the libs need to learn how to take a joke. You've done social media posts about this. Learn how to take a joke. Like libs need to learn that, like, some people are professional comedians. Yeah, get a life. That's right. Get a life. We love you, Alina. Thank you.
Bye.